David, is it a case of a point gained or two dropped tonight? What's your immediate thoughts?
I think with our performance it's probably a point gained, to be honest. I don't think we deserved much out of the game. We were, we had a lot of possession tonight, but there was a lot off their performance levels tonight, and we said that after the game. Made that clear that just because there've been high levels of performance in the past couple of games doesn't mean it's just going to happen. Dumbarton are fighting for their life. We knew it was going to be tough. Yeah, they made a couple of changes as well, and but it's one of them. We never started the game properly, and it's very hard to come back for that. So disappointing. Disappointing. There's parts of the game you could say, we should have got a penalty, stuff like that. But again, it doesn't matter. We put ourselves in a place where Dumbarton deserve to get something out of the game.
One change to our own starting lineup tonight. Robbie Leach coming back in for Kai Fotheringham. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, obviously Kai's done well since he came in, and we just felt his performance on Saturday was just trying to get to levels that he's maybe expecting too much himself. So I thought it was right to take him out, and Leach has done well. He probably didn't deserve to come out the team against Forfar, but he obviously deserves to come back in tonight. So, but I think over the course, I think as a team, our performance levels were way off it tonight.
A game that perhaps sort of swung multiple ways. I mean, you're saying you're not happy with the performance, obviously, but then suddenly, with all due respect to Dumbarton, we kind of find ourselves a goal behind out of nothing. But you must be pleased with how the team quickly reacted to that.
Yeah, we said at half time, don't wait for something to happen. That's what it seemed like in the first half. We were waiting something to happen rather than going and making it happen, which we've done in the past couple of games. So, that was disappointing. And the fact, that it shouldn't take somebody to score against you to get that reaction. So again, yeah, it was disappointing. Yeah, it was good that they reacted, and I thought Akil done really well as soon as he came on. He was positive, gets across into the box, and yeah, with a couple of other chances, keepers made a couple of saves, but at the same time we were wasteful with some. And fair play to Dumbarton, they'd a tight unit. They'd a game plan tonight, to try and upset us and stop the game, stop the flow of the game, which they done. But we've got to do better to find a way to win it, which we never done tonight. And I think part of that comes from just our performance levels. So we'll look at it, we'll take it on board, and we'll move on to the next one.
The game saw not one, not two, but 3 penalty claims and a red card incident. What, if anything, did you see of those 4?
With Vinny sending off, I've not seen it clearly yet. I'd actually took my eye away for the ball because I thought he'd just played the ball back. So the penalty instances, there was a couple I couldn't see. The one with Vinny where he gets pulled down, I think it's a clear penalty. But again, that's instances where we could have got ahead in the game. We could have get ourselves back into the game, whatever it might be. Blair has a couple of free kicks in the first half. If one of them goes in, then it's a different type of game possibly, but they never. So we've got to keep chipping away and keep trying to find that way to win the game. But unfortunately tonight, it was just a draw.
A draw ultimately, as you say, David, but I know you never like to rely on results anywhere else, but in a way, has it been a slight let off that results elsewhere could have been worse for us tonight?
They could have been, but it's not something we rely on or depend on or worry about. We deal with our own, we can only affect that. Whether the other teams have drew or lost or won, that's their bag, it's up to them. So we're fortunate, but I think we're still 4 points at the top, but we're definitely not anywhere near it yet, so we need to pick ourselves up and go again.
In terms of the squad comings and goings, we saw Aidan Connolly made it back to the bench tonight. I take it he's fairly close, and we saw Josh Todd leave tonight. What can you tell the fans about both, please?
Yeah, so Aidan's come back into training the past couple of weeks. We wanted to make sure he was right before we put him into any of the squad, so he probably would have been available for Saturdays. game, but we wanted to make sure and get another couple of training sessions in him. So yeah, he's fine. He's good to go. Josh Todd, yep, Toddy, hasn't had the minutes that he liked or wanted due to performance levels and that's just kind of football and the way it happens. He made that clear. So there's no point in having somebody here if they want to get minutes elsewhere. So so that's why he's away there.
And just finally, David, of course it's a very different game next weekend, or at the weekend rather, with a trip to Parkhead. Certainly going to be a fairly different test for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one for the players to enjoy. Obviously, we made a lot of changes in the Arbroath game, and the ones that came in, especially some of the younger ones, done extremely well. So there might possibly be more changes at the weekend to let them experience that. But we'll analyse things from tonight over the next day or so, and then we'll start looking to Saturday. But it's an opportunity, as I say, to go and play against a club at a higher level.